Drummond, the reason we got the Drummond Commission up and running is so that we could receive that advice. There are 362 separate recommendations. We look forward to hearing from Ontarians, look forward to hearing from a legislative committee in that regard. Our budget will constitute our formal response to Drummond. There will be all kinds of things that we will have to do less of, but we're not going to do it at the expense of those things that I believe are most important to our families, like making sure your home is safe and accessible to our parents and grandparents, like making sure that our children get the best possible start at school, full-day kindergarten. So if you're looking for a specific in terms of what's going to be in the budget, I'm not going to give you that today.
How about a general?
I'm really good at those. I thought I was just doing that. But you know, we have said, for example, that we can't afford prime real estate for LCBO offices in downtown Toronto, so we're going to sell that. We've said it's time to bring into a question the $345 million that we use to subsidize the horse racing industry in Ontario. Not sure that's a good investment. Not today, when we've got to make a choice between full-day kindergarten and horse racing, healthcare and horse racing. So those are the kinds of things that we will continue to put in front of Ontarians. And in the end, of course, we'll be called upon as a government to make a choice in our budget.
Last question.
How far of the line will the government go in negotiations with the doctors?
Well, you know, we ran on a mandate to hold the line on pay increases for doctors. And I think we've made that very clear, and I expect our doctors to understand that. For the last 8 years, we've worked hard and well with our physicians. I think we have, 2,300 more doctors working in Ontario today. Close to over 2 million more Ontarians now have their own family doctor, so we've come a long way. But now we've got to make some choices as to where we put the next few precious dollars in healthcare. And if I give them to physicians, that does not improve the quality of care. If I hold the line on physician care, I can pay for a lot more home care, for example. I can pay for a lot more vaccinations. So, and I think physicians understand that. They're relatively well paid in comparison to the rest of the country, and indeed the rest of the world. So I think it's time for us to place as a priority better quality care.
You say they understand that, but how receptive do you think?
Well, I think they understand where we find ourselves at this point in time. You know, we're living in an age when of prolonged, slow growth in the economy, and we've got to make some difficult choices. And I think together as a society, we prize better quality health care, better education, and a stronger economy. So we all have to be committed to eliminating our deficit.
À propos de la prestation ontarienne sur l'énergie propre, M. Drummond